Alright, hey guys. So, I want to I'm processing a video, I'm going to shoot another video at the same time. I wanted to give you guys a heads up about a scammer out there. I don't actually know a name, but I just be careful. So, I can give you a phone number. I was on Craigslist, and I see this ad for free snakes. Free snakes, so I click the ad. You know, I'm like, depending on what they are, maybe I'll look into them. And I see a picture of a bunch of hog noses. He was giving away baby hog noses, and like half of them were albino. 13 of them. So I message him, and I'm in Northwest Connecticut Craigslist, okay? I message him, and he gets back to me after a couple days. I'm like, the snakes on Craigslist, the ones you posted, are they the exact ones in the picture? If they are, I'm interested. So he posts, I received your inquiry regarding the snakes. I still have them all. They are all health sound with no prior issues and will be coming with a 20-gallon tank. All raised here in my home. Very good temperament with humans and other animals, which is kind of strange considering they're hog noses. I was seriously injured in a car wreck, so I've spent all the time at the hospital and couldn't get back to you. Let me know if you still need them. So I said, well, are they the ones in the pictures? And he never actually got back to me about that. Then finally, he's like, yeah, I have 13 hog noses left. I'm like, alright, well, I don't need the tank. I have a rack system. If they're all free, I'll take them. I breed my own mice. And I'm like, well, where are you located? He's like, oh, do you live around Phoenix? We can make an arrangement. You can come pick them up at my house. And I was like, Phoenix, Arizona? You posted in Northwest Connecticut, so I assumed you were in Connecticut. And he's like, yeah, I live in Arizona. And I'm like, well, I'm 1,800 miles away, so I'm not picking them up. And he's like, my post showed up in Connecticut? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, can you afford to have them shipped over there? And I was like, well, yeah, I could pay the shipping. So he's like, all right, I'll put them in. I'm like, do you know how to ship? And he's like, yeah, I just put them in a box with heat pack, right? And I was like, yeah, and you ship overnight FedEx. He's like, well, I would have them flown there. And I was like, I can just send you a, well, see, I told him, I was like, FedEx overnight works. You know, I've shipped all over the place. You can ship your reptiles or Reptiles Express. And he's like, I can make an arrangement with a pet carrier or a pet courier close to my location and have them delivered to you. And I was like, well, how much does that cost? He's like, about $90 per box. I was like, well, I've only done FedEx and it's worked great. You just pick them or pack them up, drop them off at FedEx, they ship to me, boom, done and easy. I was like, I'll pay for the label, I'll email it to you. I was even ready to take a shipping box, set it up, send it to him with the label to send it back to me. So all he'd have to do is put the snakes in boxes. That's how excited I was that I could possibly get 13 free baby hog noses. So anyway, he was really, really insistent on using this pet courier service. And I'm like, alright, fine. You know, and I told him, I'm like, well, I'm not sending anybody money until the snakes are with me. He's like, oh no, they deliver them and you pay them when they show up. And I'm like, alright, cool, then I can't get ripped off. You know, if that's the case. I mean, I open up the box, there's baby snakes in it, and then I pay them their money, and that's that, you know? So, he sets it up so that, I asked him too, I was like, why aren't you selling them, why didn't you, you know? And he's like, well, I just want them to make sure they have a good home. He or she, I don't even know, I never actually got a name. So, I asked for a picture, and he sent me, I'm just going to say he, you know, we're assuming it's male. He sent me this picture. Alright? Now, I don't know if that's somebody else's picture. Probably. Anyway. So I get an email after he sets up in a phone call from some guy who's like Indian that I couldn't understand. And they're like, you got an email, you have to answer us. I'm like, okay. And I get this. This is the email I get. It's like, welcome to Moving Animals Air Delivery Service Relocation Department, Animal Go Pet Carriers, the relocating pet's best friend since 1979. Blah, 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 blah. Pet service from, okay, so it looks like it's female. Name of sender, Mrs. Stewart Joanna, Phoenix, Arizona, 6 males, 7 females, 5 months old. Apparently, like, they went through a vet to make sure that they didn't have any diseases and stuff like that. And then there's me. You guys just saw my address, but I don't really care. Anybody who's ever gotten a package from me knows my address. So, payment information. The shipping and home delivery fee to your home address is $95 US. This payment is to be done to the sub-regional headquarters here in charge of all monetary wire transfer operations for pets and livestock. You are thereby requested to send $95 for delivery of your pets, and this money has to be paid via Western Union or MoneyGram for quick confirmation. We usually use bank account and credit cards to pay when booking a flight, but currently our pet account is under an auditing process in which no funds can be paid nor dispersed from the account until the auditing process is over. A general board meeting was held last Saturday where it was all agreed for the meantime all payments regarding pets and livestock transactions related to be done via Western Union or MoneyGram to the blah 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 Ohio cashier desk 2. And then it tells me to send the cashier or the MoneyGram to this address here. So I messaged the guy back and I'm like, listen, immediately I hit Google. I could not find squat about this company. Nothing. So, I mean, red flag number 1 was the $95 Western Union. Red flag number 2, I can't find anything about this company. So I messaged the guy and I'm like, listen, I'm not sending money to a company I've never heard of. You know, I told you before, I'll send you a FedEx label. You send me the snakes. We're good, you know, just in case this wasn't a scam, I wanted to see, you know, my curiosity was in there. Because there's always the possibility it was real. And they're like, oh, no, I want to use this service, you know, everything's all set, I'll be here to make sure that nothing goes wrong. I've been assured, like, 4 times that, you know, it's an up-and-up service, and I'm like, no, that's not going to work for me. I don't know you, I don't know this service, that's not going to happen. So I told him, I was like, tell you what. If you trust these guys so much, you send them the $95. When the snakes arrive on my doorstep, I'll send you $125. You know, the $95 to cover the shipping, and an extra for your trouble. He's like, okay, let me check and make sure. Or, well, she, now that we know it's a female. She's like, okay, let me check to make sure because I need money for medicine because of my car accident. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, I can send $45 if you can send the rest. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. The only option we have now is I send you a FedEx label, you know? And she's like, okay, let's do that. So the last message was, I told her I'd send her the FedEx label. I need name, address, email, and phone number. I'll email you the label, you print it out, pack them up, and FedEx will pick them up at your house. I'll make sure of that. I can send it tonight for shipment tomorrow, and I need the box dimensions. And that was 5:27 p.m. last night. No more messages. So I am going to go ahead and scream giant fat-ass scam on this one. Big fat scam. So if you see some free hog noses, and yeah. I mean, this email, just ridiculous. Like, it looks like it was pieced together by a 5-year-old. You know, like, that's their home delivery service. Sure. I mean, honestly, if you ever come across somebody with a free snake that wants to give you the free snake, and you have to do shipping, mail them a FedEx label. There is no good reason at all that they should say no to that. Her excuse was, oh, I'm not close enough to FedEx. Okay, I'll pay to have them come to your house. I've used FedEx maybe not hundreds, but a lot. I've shipped from here to California. I've had snakes shipped to me from California. I've shipped all over this freaking country. You know, the continental U.S. and never had a problem with FedEx. So, yeah, no, it was a scam. I just wanted to give you all a heads up. Keep an eye out. Actually, you know what? We're gonna try an experiment right now. But I kind of want to just message her and be like, hey, you know, nice try trying to scam me. But let me look up free snake, see if it comes up. Well, the number is 701-786-7521. So, I mean, feel free to call it if you want to. I'm not going to, but I mean, it is an Arizona number, but that's all it comes up with. Now, let's see. It should have been a couple days ago that it was listed. Yeah, see, I don't even think they're listed here anymore. Oh, 7-foot red-tailed boa. Bearded dragons, bearded dragon supplies. Let me try searching snake. "13-foot Burmese python." Oh, yeah, that one was a crock. Ball python head albino. Yeah, no, they're not even listed anymore. So, yeah, giant scam. I didn't get taken for anything because I'm not stupid, but I know there's some people out there who probably, not saying necessarily that you're stupid if you get scammed, but there's things to look for, you know? The Western Union thing was the biggest. If they had said PayPal, I would have given it a shot, because I can get my money back for PayPal. But, you know, just in case it was real. But, no. No Western Union, no cashier's checks, no. You know, if somebody's going to send you a free snake, you send them a shipping label. And use Reptiles Express, honestly, because then if nothing gets sent to you, you can just email Debbie and be like, hey, listen, I got ripped off, and she'd probably refund you the shipping label cost. Then you're out however long it took you to realize you got ripped off. But, just keep an eye out, guys. I'm sure this jackass is all over Craigslist. I mean, that was just Northwest Connecticut, I'm sure. Oh, hell with it. Let's see if there's Arizona on here. I'm curious now. This is nearby Craigslist. U.S. states. Arizona. Phoenix. Pets. No, that was the wrong. That was groups. Pets. Ball pythons. Oh, I'm gonna look at that just out of curiosity. Crested geckos. Well, let's look up hog noses, because that was the one that they were luring me in, or luring people in with. Baby corn snakes need home. Anyway, can't seem to find it, but yeah, there's probably a good bet that they try to do it with several different species of snake. You know, Arizona seems to have some pretty interesting animals up for adoption. Canaries and... Wait, what? Alright. Oh, she's in the last picture. Okay. I was gonna say this ad said proven yellow belly ball python, and then it showed a bunch of pictures of spiders. So, anyway, just keep an eye out. You know, there's a lot of scammers out there who want to take your money, and they are ruthless. So, that's it. Just, you know, watch your butt. Out.